gestern da auch auf einem Plakat gesehen. Ich habe vergessen, das Telefon, weil das ist nämlich äußerst wichtig, das soll ich hier hinlegen. Das habe ich jetzt getan. Herzlich willkommen, die 18. Impronale. Es ist der Freitagabend. Die meisten wissen Bescheid. Heute beginnen die Bewerbungen um diesen Impro-Karl. Das ist ziemlich heiß dieses Jahr. Ne? Gemacht von René Braun, einem hallischen Künstler. Und der ist wirklich aus Echtgold. Aber bevor ich jetzt großartig erkläre, was jetzt passiert, was nachher passiert, was morgen passiert und übermorgen und überhaupt, möchte ich die Bühne freimachen für unsere Beigeordnete für Kultur, Sport und Immobilien. Unsere Schirmherrin, Frau Dr. Judith Marquardt. Herzlich willkommen.
Liebe Freundinnen und Freunde der Impronale, ich freue mich riesig, Sie hier zu sehen. Wir wissen, letztes Jahr ist es ausgefallen, das ist wirklich großartig, dass das Team das dieses Jahr geschafft hat, das vor irgendwelchen weiteren Lockdowns auf die Bühne zu bringen. Yeah. Also ein ganz großes Dankeschön an Franke Söll, an Katja Blür, an Oliver Rank und an ihr fantastisches Team hinter den Lichtern, hinter der Bühne, an der Kasse, an der Eingangskontrolle. Sie haben das wirklich fantastisch gemacht. Und im Namen der Stadt kann ich nur ganz groß Dankeschön sagen, dass Sie das gewagt haben und dass Sie das auch noch geschafft haben. Und ich freue mich riesig jedes Jahr auf die Impronale. Jetzt das 18. Mal, ich war nicht jedes Mal dabei, aber sehr, sehr oft. Ich habe so viele tolle Erinnerungen und ich hoffe, dass Sie dieses Mal auch schöne Erinnerungen mitnehmen. Das Überraschungsei ist natürlich auch besonders schön dieses Jahr und als Publikum haben Sie die schwierigste Aufgabe, weil Sie natürlich entscheiden müssen, wer das auch noch bekommt. Das wird bestimmt nicht einfach sein von den 4 Wettbewerben. Ich freue mich sehr, dass viele Leute gekommen sind, die schon mal hier waren im Laufe der 18 Jahre, aber dass immer wieder neue Leute hier sind. Das gibt tolle Impulse, das ist wunderbar für unsere Stadt und ich wünsche allen Mitwirkenden, allen Genießenden, dass Sie einfach eine tolle Zeit haben, eine zauberhafte Zeit. Ich glaube, Zauber des Moments ist auch das Motto dieses Jahr. Und a big welcome to our international guests, of course. The magical moments that you produce here for us are fantastic, and we're so thrilled that you made it this year, despite all of the difficulties. We hope you feel welcome in Halle, that you take happy memories back with you, and möge die Impronale beginnen. Viel Spaß!
Ja, dann sage ich auch gleich mal vielen Dank an unsere Förderer, die Stadt Halle, das Land Sachsen-Anhalt, Lotto, Totto und unseren Sponsoren Rademacher Mobilien und Rademacher Hausverwaltung sowie der Spielzeit haben. Ja, jetzt geht's um diesen Impro-Karl. Wir werden heute 2 Shows sehen und morgen 2 Shows, die sich darauf bewerben. Und wie der verliehen wird, das möchte ich jetzt ganz kurz erklären. Ihr habt ja alle so eine Tüte gekriegt, eine Butterbrottüte ohne ein Butterbrot drin, richtig? Da drin sind Kügelchen. Ja? Die jetzt quasi nur eine Karte für diese Vorstellung gekauft haben, haben 3 Kügelchen in ihrer Tüte. Die ein Tagesticket haben, 6 Kügelchen. Die mit einem Festivalticket, 12. Das heißt, im Prinzip gibt es pro Vorstellung 3 Kügelchen, die ihr vergeben könnt. Das heißt, nach der Vorstellung, ihr guckt euch das an und schätzt demnach ein, wie viele Kügelchen ist mir diese Vorstellung wert. Ne? So, also man muss nicht unbedingt ein Kügelchen reinwerfen, man kann auch gleich alle 3 reinwerfen. Ich gebe den Tipp an die ein Festivalticket haben, schaut euch bis morgen die Shows bis zuletzt an und dann könnt ihr eure Kügelchen auch, es werden immer mehr Säulen werden, immer weiter verteilen. Bis hin zu, wenn ihr sagt, okay, also die beiden, die jetzt kommen, sind mir 12 Kügelchen wert, rein damit. Gibt es Fragen dazu? Ist total easy, oder? Eigentlich schon. Und das haben wir uns auch wirklich, da haben wir lange gebraucht, um uns das zu überlegen, wie das funktioniert. Und ist aber fair. Ja, genau. Ja, das war's eigentlich soweit. Dann komme ich mal zu den ersten Impro-Bewerbern. Ich kann Bewerbern sagen, weil es sind 2 Herren aus Frankreich. Und zwar Matthieu Loos aus Lyon und Marko Mayerl aus Marko Mayerl aus Straßburg. Die beiden sind Wiederholungstäter. Sie waren schon mehrere Male bei der Impronale. Sie haben tatsächlich auch schon meinen Impronale mit nach Hause genommen. Also um genau zu sein, 2. Ja, und das, was wir heute sehen, Heureka, ist schon die 86. Vorstellung dieses Formats, allerdings die erste außerhalb von Frankreich. Ja. Sie werden heute Abend 2, ich sag mal, typisch französische Wissenschaftler sehen, die sich mit Fragen beschäftigen und natürlich mit Antworten. Ob die quasi immer Sinn ergeben und ob die immer richtig sind, das ist dahingestellt. Jetzt erstmal viel Spaß mit Heureka, Marko, Mayerl und Matthieu Loos.
Tant qu'on n'a pas prouvé que c'était faux, c'est peut-être vrai. Peut-être. As long as it hasn't been proven false, it may be true. Maybe. Professors, welcome to this 86th symposium. It's a lot, no? Professor?
Yes, 86, number 86 today. Of course, you know us. You are not there randomly. You came here to this symposium because you know our passion. We love questions. And we are not very interested in answers.
No.
What we like is really the question.
Yes.
What is hidden between the capital letter and the question mark? What is inside the words?
Yes.
What is between the words? Inside the letters? In between the letters? Under the words? Up the words? Inside the questions are hidden new notions, new words, and we can combine them in a new way and sometimes discover a new question, and we dig into this new question and find other questions, and sometimes by working so hard we may approach some kind of an answer.
Yes.
That's not the
Oh! Professor!
Yes.
We've nearly missed her! She's here with us! Remind me your name?
Judith Marko.
Judith. Judith! Professor Judith! You are here! Oh, it's such an honor! We both know your work and we love it. It's the work on black and how pointing blue is on black. That's fantastic. We love this work. We have your thesis on our bed table, you know, and we read it every night.
Professor,
What?
look who is there. Oh. Remember, your name is? Sigrid.
Thank you.
Sigrid the Dreamer. She's, and everybody knows her.
Of course.
She's a great scientist. She's one of the most famous geometric scientists in the world. She's working on perpendicularity. She has bring a lot to mathematics. And for example, a lot of textile industry in the world is working thanks to your work. My shirt, for example, has been designed thanks to your geometric work, and your mask too. You can watch the mask of Professor Sigrid. Thank you very much.
And the Nobel Prize is not far away. We cross the finger. We cross the finger. Thank you. So now it's come to the time that we need a question, because as you know, it's not your first symposium, but every symposium has one and only one question, and this question is about something that is really interesting you in life, in science, on earth. Any topics, any themes, sociology, topology, philosophy, mathematics, whatever is the theme, just ask a real question about your interest. Something that is burning inside you and is waiting only for one moment to spread out to the world of knowledge. So let's have some examples of the previous questions we had in other symposiums, so you don't ask the same questions, for example. Professor.
Symposium number 34, for example, the question was, where are the clouds going?
Yes.
For example, and we discovered this very day, we proved that all the clouds were going on the roof of the church of Metz. It's in France. So all the clouds that you see every day in Germany, in every country in the world, they all go there on the roof of, well, this was in July 2015, Symposium 34, Symposium 81,
yes.
for example. When we say bitter, sweet, is it 50-50?
That was a very good question.
Very good question, very
good
interesting
question.
symposium. And of course, it's not 50-50. You can find our conclusion in our article. It's symposium number 81, remember it, and you will find it. So what is the question of today's symposium number 86?
86. So we are going to take a few questions and then we are going to choose the most inspiring one. So is anyone having a questions? Something that you're really passionate about? I know. Oh, yes. Thank you. Among all the propositions I have, I choose this one. So, what is your name first? Bea. Professor Bea.
Professor Bea.
Professor Bea. What is your question? We are listening.
Can we give birth in space?
Can we give birth in space?
In space.
On space.
The Mars, can we,
Like in space.
I mean, if we want to leave the Earth and we really get pregnant there and have more children, or are we going to die all there?
Are you looking for someone or? No. You have the question.
Yeah, not the very end, but...
Not the very end. It's a very long question. She did a lot of things, but thank you for the question, Professor Bea. Do we have another question? Yes. Your name? Professor Ulrike.
Ulrike.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Why does fall a slice of buttered bread always on the side? Yes.
That's a very good question. Can you repeat it? Why does fall
A slice of buttered bread
a slice of buttered bread
on the buttered
on
side
the butter side to the earth? So quite it's a tricky question, There's a relation with space there. Yeah, we can hear that. There was another question there. So, okay, what is your name? Julia. Professor Julia. We have lots of motivation with the women professors. The men professors are completely out. Okay. Julia, Professor Julia, we are listening.
What do snails do when they are sad?
Could you put down your mask, please? Yes.
What do snails do when they are sad?
What do snails?
I have it. Yeah.
You have it. He has it. He's so brilliant to take the words of a question. I'm honored every day to work with this genius. It's fantastic. Do we take another question or it's enough?
I don't know. For me, it's enough. I think.
Anyone has a question that is really burning inside? Really burning?
There is a mail.
There is a man, the only man. Okay. Put down your mask, please. Wait a minute. Your name? Guido. Professor Guido.
Historical questions as well? Or?
Just a question.
What was the reason between Bruges in Belgium and Halle in the 12th century? Why was there such a strong relationship? What was underneath the relationship?
Talk slowly.
He has the question, I'm sure. You have it all, or should we repeat?
Maybe you repeat some words.
Maybe. You can choose freely which word you want to repeat. Is that correct?
What was the reason?
What was the reason?
The relationship between Bruges, Brugge in Belgium and Halle.
But the relationship between Brugge in Belgium and Halle.
Yeah. That's it?
That's it.
Thank you.
The repetition was very much shorter than the real question. Okay, now, thank you to you all. We are going to repeat all those questions.
So first,
And
I have a little remark, Professor.
Of course.
I'm noting all the questions of all the symposiums.
Yes.
And I can tell tonight that the intellectual level is very high.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
It's not all the time that clever. This time, Professor, we have a very high level.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And international audience of scientific.
Yes.
That's really fascinating.
Okay, so let me remind you the 4 propositions,
Yes.
and then we will decide together. So Professor Bea first
Yes.
is asking us, can we give birth in space? I mean, if you want to leave Earth, can you live then, or are you gonna die? So, very pragmatic question.
Yeah, very pragmatic question.
Can you give birth in space? This strange in or in.
Yes.
So then Professor Ulrike is asking,
Yes.
why does fall a slice of buttered bread on the buttered side to the earth? So,
Exactly. It's
exactly.
very clear.
Very clear.
Very clear. Very clear.
Yeah, so we are in between physics and gastronomy.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm not surprised to have this question in Germany.
Yes.
Yes.
Me neither. Buttered bread is... Sorry. So, Professor Julia
Yes.
is asking, straight to the point, what do snails do when they are sad?
Yeah, it's a zoology question. Very
And
interesting.
emotion,
Yeah,
something
emotion,
maybe to do with
animals.
the brain.
Very interesting.
And finally, a male question.
Oh yeah.
Is there a different taste? We'll see by repeating Guido's proposition. What was the relationship between Brugge in Belgium and Halle? That's it.
Yes.
Historical question,
Yes.
a bit mysterious to me.
A bit mysterious. Yes.
But I'm not surprised with Guido's work. He's always into mysteries.
Yes.
Professor.
Countries, Europe, borders,
Yes.
and relationship. But I have to say, I consider the main question the less interesting. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, Professor.
I'm sorry,
you know,
I'm
your
sorry.
intuition is always of a very good help. His intuition is like gold. You know, working with this guy is like working with a golden mind. You know, a spirit of intuition. Sometimes he can speak out the truth without knowing it. It's amazing. You will see it will happen for sure sometime. But, so, we eliminate Guido's bad question, and we have 3 others.
Yes.
So, we have the one of Bea, Ulrike, and Julia. So, can we give birth in space? What does fall a slice of buttered bread on the butter side to the earth? And what do snails do when they are sad? Professor, can I tell you my
Of course.
I'm an emotional guy, I'm French, and for sure, I'm very interested into snails' emotions. It's a territory that we haven't gone very often, and I think it would be a good opportunity for us and for science to explore the emotions of snails. Professor, don't you think?
Of course. And I think snails is an animal that is not very much studied.
Exactly.
And
Not enough.
And maybe this is one of the reasons why it is sad.
That's
It's an
the
intuition.
first intuition of the professor. See how fast it goes, maybe too fast.
Yeah, maybe too fast.
Wait a minute.
So,
Professor Julia, we will take your question, but please, a big applause for the 3 others. Of course, we go your question. Julia, thank you very much. Wow. So we will now take your question, Professor Julia, and ask it properly on the board. So, What do snails do? Again.
What do snails do?
What do snails do? When they are sad. What do snails do when they are sad? Snails.
When they are
sad. And you can end it up with a beautiful question. So, the first thing we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, dear scientists and dear professors, is to work on the notions, the words that are composing the question of Professor Julia. And for this, we have the big book of axiomatic definitions. The definitions we will not discuss, the things that will be taken as certainties.
Exactly.
Certainties.
It is the truth.
It is the truth. So we use the Oxford Dictionary of English, which is usable wherever you are. So this is why we chosen this one, because we are wherever tonight. So,
Professor,
yes.
can I just point two notions and something on the side? First of all, we will have to define the words that are in the question to understand what we are talking about. So, of course, we have to define what is a snail. Of course, no, and it's the plural, so might be several of them. Then, what is sad? What is sad? That's another thing we'll have to define. And look at this.
The do.
Yes, but I want to point something at this point. Look, there is a strange something. Of course, we are French, and we are doing this in English, but nevertheless, look at this. Do. Do snails do. This do.
Yeah.
There is a kind of something, you know.
This questions has do's.
Exactly.
They are do's in the questions.
Do's in the question.
And do's, professor, in French, is a number.
Yes.
That's not anything.
I read it here. We never know if it's true. Do's. And do's in French, which is do's.
Yeah, it's not anything.
It's not anything. And, Professor, I don't know if you want to go this path, but anyway, if you do, right? In French, it is do, like this. And what is a do?
It's something that the kids are using to go to sleep.
To go to sleep, exactly. But look at that, Professor. Do is like a little kid. He's having his little do here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And they go to sleep.
The way he draws is always a dream.
But look at that.
Yes.
Sleep. Dodo. In French, dodo.
Again.
Dodo means to go to sleep. But this is an English symposium, so we have to go back to.
But still, the words are telling it, Professor. We cannot deny what we just discovered.
No, we cannot.
There is something to do with the sleep, something for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
But leave it like it and start to define the.
We are not going to deny it, and we are going to use it somehow. But there is kind of mystery there.
Yes.
We are going to find.
Professor, let's start maybe with the word sad.
Sad. Okay. Very good. Let's start with the word sad.
So, I'm all yours. Okay. So, can you be all me's on the board, please?
All me's on the board.
Yes. All yours is all me's. Or I don't know.
Oh, this was a word play.
I don't know.
I got it.
I don't really know. So, sad. Yes, of course it's an adjective.
Oh, yes.
Sad.
Aha!
Pathetically inadequate or unfashionable.
Can you spell it?
Pathetically, pathétiquement, professeur, in French, pathetically. C-A double L, like Piccadilly. Inadequate.
Inadequate.
Or unfashionable.
Or
Fashionable. Fashion.
Fashion.
Not fashion. Able. Able to be fashion. Not inadequate. Pathetically.
That is sad. Pathetically inadequate or unfashionable.
Yes, that's the definition, what the axiomatic definition of the Oxford Dictionary of English. So that is sad.
Can I say something?
Of course you can.
I don't understand.
Pathetically inadequate. Or
This I understand, but unfashionable.
maybe we need the definition of unfashionable.
Of course, let's have it. Go. Pathetically inadequate. Oh! It means that if something is inadequate, there must be something that is adequate.
So unfashionable means not fashionable.
Right! This is very good.
I'm going to fashionable.
Please.
I know what to do. Fashionable.
Not fashionable.
Fashionable. What a journey.
Passionate, isn't it? Look at how words are into each other. A drawer from a drawer in a drawer.
Fashionable.
Particularly inadequate or unfashionable means not fashionable. Yes.
Influenced by a current popular style.
Influenced.
Yes, influenced by a current popular style.
Current popular.
So this is fashionable. So unfashionable is uninfluenced by a current popular style or professor. It can be, so there are many options. It's either uninfluenced here or influenced by a uncurrent popular style or influenced by a current unpopular style or influenced by a current popular unstyle. So that's unfashionable. It makes it much more clear.
Or it can be unpathetically fashionable.
Yes, for sure. That's logic. A and not B is equal to not be an A. Of
But
course.
look at that!
Huh?
Ha-ha! Professor!
Yes.
There is a strange thing here. I-N! Ha-ha! Bingo! There is something going on here, Professor. You know, UN is different from IN.
And professor, which letter makes the difference? Which
U
letter?
and I.
Which letter makes the difference? It's the I. Okay.
Yes?
Which word is the only one which has an I?
You're a genius! You found something! The same! Of course! There is an I! And Professor! I knew that you were a genius because say the letter. I. Look at that. And also, I. You mean?
No, I.
You.
I.
So yes.
It's
not you or me.
I depends on who's saying it.
Who's saying it? Who is saying it? I. Me. Depends on who is saying it. If the snail is saying it, who?
But what is a snail, Professor?
Who is saying it?
We are going very fast. It's exciting.
Professor!
Yes. Looking for the snail.
Professor!
Yes.
There is something else coming to my mind. This UN. Professor! The UN! The UN!
What did you
The UN! The UN! It's all over the world!
Huh?
The United Nations! Of course!
Of course!
Of course, the UN! The UN! Look at that! The UN is not in. The UN is not in! It means something! There is a mystery here!
Sometimes science shows that political issues are much more important than what we thought. Who would have thought that these questions about snails and sadness would reveal a political issue, such a big political issue? That's genius, Professor. United Nations is not in. That might be our first theorem of today.
But it's frightening.
If
The
United
United Nations are not in. Where are they? If they're not
That's
in.
exactly my question.
If they're not in, they're out! Of course! Of course! Of course! They are out! This is logic! Pure logic! So if they are out, we have to find where is the in?
Exactly.
If we find the in, then the out is
Professor.
not in the in.
Let's make it symbolic.
Symbolically, yes, you're right.
There is kind of a...
It's very good.
Yeah, I didn't want to hide it,
Yes.
because hiding it is always, So there is
And in.
a territory.
Yes.
That's the territory. There is... See, Professor. There is an entrance here.
Yes. A very small one.
Very small. Not anyone can come in. I'm not surprised that the United Nations cannot come in the territory.
So,
What?
which? Oh, Professor! You are a genius! You are a genius, Professor! Yes, you are! Look at the entrance!
Yes.
The entrance is like a little tunnel, like a channel. Which letter? The only letter that can go in? The E. The I. It's the only letter.
You're right.
Like an A cannot go in. Professor, a B cannot go in. No. Name me another letter. And no another letter. D. Yes. E.
Try them all, just to be sure. H, no.
E. G. No.
No. Diego. Oh, no. D, U, R, S. Professor! S, Z. No. No. T, U, X, Y. You're right, Professor.
The only one.
The only one is
The only one, and you do it. You do it yourself.
Yeah. I don't know how it
So-
came, but you're right.
Look. We are looking for an in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But we we proved scientifically that there is only the eye can go in.
Yes.
So here it cannot be in because the N is missing. Of course.
Yes.
So,
But the eye is inside.
but the eye is inside. Where is it in the territory? We don't know.
Professor, isn't it possible? I'm making a suggestion. I'm not sure at all.
Yes.
But isn't it possible? Don't you think that with several eyes, we could, I don't know, if you put another eye a bit like this and another like that, sometimes maybe you can,
You can draw an N. That's what your intuition is
yeah,
doing.
kind of an L, and it can, make.
I understand, Professor. But this will not be an N. This will be 3I. This guys in an N.
You're right.
But it won't be a real N,
Yeah, it's like three eyes betraying the alphabet.
But this means the territory is I.
Again,
It is me.
it is I. Yes.
Or you. Or depending on who's saying it.
Yeah. Professor.
Oh,
Yes.
Professor. So who is saying it?
That's the big question.
Who is saying it?
Yeah.
There must be someone talking here, and it's not the UN. That's very confusing. Let's go to Snail and
Yes.
let's go. Yes.
So, already a lot of new things is in this question. Now I'm very eager to discover what is a snail exactly. I have a picture of it, but precisely, scientifically,
Yes.
a snail. So,
Yes.
I will give you the definition, and could you please sketch it or draw it?
Yes,
on
of course.
Yes?
It's my specialty.
So, I will read it once. Just listen. Snail. Mollusk with a single spiral shell into which the whole body can be withdrawn.
Right.
Okay?
Can I hear it the second time?
Yes, of course. Oh, yes. So, snail. A mollusk.
Yes.
With a single spiral shell into which the whole body can be withdrawn.
It's very easy. Very easy. I draw you a mollusk.
Draw us a mollusk. You will see how beautiful a mollusk can be. When he is
This
drawing
is
it.
a mollusk.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
With a spiral shell,
Yeah.
okay, where the whole body can withdraw.
Can be withdrawn.
So there is here a little pump or a system that can withdraw all the body inside. Meaning the place inside the shell is exactly the size of the body of the mollusk. If the
Professor?
mollusk is too big, it won't be able to withdraw the whole body inside.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yes.
Professor, let me make an observation. So we know now what is a snail exactly. This is this mollusk that you have drawn with such a talented chalk. I cannot think about anything else but the fact that this territory is also a mollusk.
You're right.
So,
You are absolutely right.
Professor, this is an intuition. But if this is also a mollusk, because it's exactly what is a mollusk.
The same shape.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same shape. It's like
It's a mollusk, but
it's a giant. It's a giant mollusk. Sorry?
It's a giant mollusk. A GM.
Yeah, it's a giant.
It's a GM.
So if there is a snail, a snail is this mollusk with something that can,
The spiral shell.
that can be withdrawn
Yes.
totally into the mollusk.
Totally. Yes?
Would it be possible to imagine, Professor, I'm asking you,
Yes?
answer please? Yes. Would it be possible to you to imagine that there is also some kind of a snail attached to this giant mollusk? That there will be maybe somewhere existing some kind of a spiral somewhere? See? And a little pump, just like you draw it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not as a good drawer as you are, but
Oh, yes, you are.
let's,
Yes, you are.
let's say there is something like that. That would make possible
Yes?
that this can enter the territory. You see, before, we thought only an eye could enter the territory, but what if not only an eye, but also something like a shell, thanks to a pump, which would withdraw it into the giant mollusk?
Hey, Professor, you're talking about a reversed snail. Because the spiral is going into the mollusk. Because the snail, you know, it's... Professor! No! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! A snail! A snail is a mollusk going into the spiral shell. But you said the spiral shell is going into the mollusk.
Yes.
So it's a reverse snail, yes? So what is a reverse snail? I write it to you. Look at this. There are some snails and a reverse. Huh? A reverse. I'm coming to it.
Yes, yes.
Reverse snail is what? It's an snail.
I'm snail.
Yes! Yes, Professor! Surely! You understand?
Exactly.
So if it is, and look at this. This is a reverse G. Why is there a reverse G in an unsnail?
That's a mystery.
It's amazing! So, how do you think the spiral shell should enter the mollusk? It will hurt the mollusk. Probably.
Probably.
Because this is. Are you? Look at the mollusk. The definition of a mollusk. Is a mollusk alive? If the mollusk is alive, it's logical that the mollusk is going into the shell. But if you put a shell into the mollusk will be hurted.
Yes.
Can you imagine we put a spiral shell into you? It will hurt a bit.
Yes.
Depends on the size of the spiral shell, of course, but nevertheless.
So, mollusque,
Really?
Molière, Mollify, Molisol, Mollusque. Professeur. So a mollusque, professor, is an invertebrate
Invertebrate?
of a large phylum.
Of what?
Of a large phylum. I don't know what it is.
A large phylum.
Yes. Who has a soft, unsegmented body.
Yes, exactly what we...
Soft, unsegmented body.
Soft.
That's the characteristic of a mollusque, professor.
Yes. Unsegmented. Unsegmented.
No segment, it's one part.
Yes, unsegmented. And what else?
Body.
A body. And no spine.
No.
No spine. No spine. Professor. So this is a mollusk. Is a mollusk alive?
That's not said, I don't know.
It has a body, it has no spine.
That's, if it's not said, professor, it means that some mollusks are alive and some others are dead. You know?
Yes.
When you don't know.
Yeah,
Can be both.
I think, Professor, we need an experience. We need an experience. I'm not sure of this one. I'm not sure. But I'm going to try to explain you the protocol.
Yes. So,
Because we have to know what do snails do when they are sad. We know now exactly what is sad. We know quite what is a snail. We discovered a lot of things. The mollusk, which is a snail without the shell, is an eye. We have two eyes, you and me. You are an eye for you if you say it, and I am an eye if I say it. If none of us talk, there is no eye. We agree?
I agree.
You agree. So, my experience is pretty simple. Let's take one of two eyes, you or me. Let's consider it as a mollusk,
Okay.
because eye is a mollusk. We proved it here.
Yes.
So, no doubt. Okay? Then, we try to make this mollusk sad,
Which means.
unfashionable.
Yes.
So, let's try to do this mollusk that is not influenced by I cannot read this sentence anymore. Well, we try to apply this.
Yes.
That this mollusk, it's lots of concentration now to design this experience, but so this mollusk,
I can try to sum up what I understood.
yes, please, please. Because then when we make it sad, we observe what it will do.
Exactly.
And then we know what they do. But we know only what a mollusk do when it is sad. So we have to spiral shell to do a snail. This comes later.
Yes, first step by step, Professor, you're totally right.
Step by step.
Let's start with the first step. We know now
Yes.
that an eye into a territory
Yes.
is a mollusk.
Yes.
So let's take an eye, either you or me. It's simple, it's just saying it,
Yes.
and we have it.
Yes.
And then let's make this eye
Yes.
influenced by a current unpopular style or any negation in this thing to make it sad, pathetically, and see what it
Yes.
does.
Exactly. So
Okay? So,
this is the place for the mollusk.
yes,
All right.
it's a very nice place for a
And
mollusk.
oh, of course, Professor.
Yes.
Like unfashionable is not fashionable.
Yes.
So it means that the mollusk that we will be sitting here is currently influenced by a popular style. So we have to take out the popular style
Yes.
of this mollusk
To make it sad.
to make it unfashionable
Yes.
and practically inadequate.
Yes.
If we succeed to put this
Yes.
mollusk completely pathetically inadequate, this is a proof that it is sad.
Yes. And
Then-
then we will observe
Exactly.
his behavior into this sadness.
Exactly. And
Professor.
we'll note with many details what it will do.
Professor,
Who is going to say the lie?
I think who is the
Oh, I see what you mean. Who has the color who is nearest to the snail?
yes
Yes.
or
I haven't seen an orange snail. Never.
have you already seen a great snail?
Oh yes, a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
In my garden, everywhere.
Okay, Professor, I will be the mollusk.
Applause, please. For this
I'm doing this for science.
Of course.
Science. I took my glass, my protection glass.
Of course.
You never know what happens
Yes.
in an experiment. So, I am a mollusk. I have to go into the territory.
You will enter the territory.
Maybe, Professor, it would be easier if you draw the territory.
Of course.
Because,
You're right. You're right. I will.
And
do-
the entrance.
And the entrance, because you will have to entrance like this.
Yes.
Or like an eye, of course. So, I will territory from the outside, you see? Because if I draw it like this, then I'm stuck. It fall down. Yes. Oh, the big one. Yes, you're right. So, I will design now the territory, and the entrance will be here. Okay.
I take this time to measure the angle
It doesn't go.
between the fallen wood.
This one is a bit better. So look at that. It's not very... It's not a good place for territories, I can tell you. So, the territory is like that. Very good. Here, I make a little entrance here, like an eye. Here is the entrance. Professor, can you see the entrance here?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I will go inside this.
Yes. And look, it might look like an entrance here, but it is not. All right?
Professor, can I just tell you something? Thank you for the territory. We go into the experiment, but I was just measuring because nothing is happening randomly.
Yes.
This fell down. I was measuring the angle.
Of course.
Alpha. The angle alpha is 12 degrees. 12 degrees, professor. Not anything else, but 12 degrees, professor.
12 degrees, of course.
12!
12 degrees.
Like the 12!
Of course, but Professor, if you take a circle and like a cock, how many?
12.
12. Look at this now. If I go, the center is here, right? See what I mean?
I see what you... Professor!
Snail is related to time. Somehow, Professor.
Professor, let's keep this,
Yes.
this observation very important and go to the experiment.
Yes. I just have a question before we dive into this experiment. It's like, how will I make you unfashionable, like not influenced by current popular style?
This, professor, is your duty.
All right.
I will be the greatest mollusk I've ever been, and you will be as inventive as possible to make me unfashionable. I'm sure you will manage
Yes,
to find
of
it.
course. Professor, if you don't come back from the state of emergency, I would like to say to you that I was so honored to work with you. And you'll always be my friend. I love you. Be a mollusk now and go back. Okay. The entrance is there. Come on, make the eye. I will push you. I will push you inside.
Professor, it's really a tight entrance.
Yes, I know.
I'm not sure I can come in.
You have to go on your side. Go on your side.
No, I will do what a mollusk would do. I would make it bigger, like...
Very good, Professor. Very good. Very good. Come on. You're getting in. You're getting in. You're getting in. You're getting in. He's already a mollusk. Aha. Come on, Professor. Come on. Come on. Try to go to the chair. Mollusk, go to the chair. He's already in the state of a mollusk. How fascinating. So now, unfashionable. He's a mollusk. I should not wait too long to make him unfashionable. Fashion, clothing. Well, he's wearing a tie. He's got a belt, a shoes. If I take his clothes off, he will be unfashionable. That's for sure. Oh my. Very good, Professor. Very good. should not enter. Unfashionable. Unfashionable, Professor. Unfashionable. Professor, I love you too, I love you too. Unfashionable. Unfashionable. Yes, I know. I cannot enter the territory, Professor. Professor! Oh, he's very friendly, Loos. Very friendly, Loos. Leave me. Look at that. No way. Oh, he's a really mollusk. Look at that. Very good. Very nice mollusk. So, unfashionable. Like no fashion at all. Belt. Like unfashionable. Like this. Oh, this is really unfashionable. Oh! Yes, like this. What else? This. Hop. Unfashionable. It doesn't stick. This is really unfashionable. He's getting pathetically inadequate. He's not a professor anymore. Maybe I put his hands in his shoes. Like this. Oops. This is really pathetic. He's pathetic. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Oh.
Oh, Professor! You're back!
Yes.
You're not a mollusk anymore! Be fashionable, please. You did a great job! You went there and you did! Look at that! First of all...
What have you observed?
Yes, I observed many things. First of all, you went like you had no spine. You were completely like a jelly something, you know? Like a jelly, you know? Jelly completely. You know, you were like soft and no form at all, okay? And then... Let's measure the angle, Professor. How much is that? Yes.
This is
82. 82. Yes. You sure? 82 degrees.
no 72. Sorry.
72. 72 degrees. Alright, we'll see that later. And, Professor, so then, you went completely unfashionable. You were pathetically inadequate. And this, we saw it very clearly. You know, no shoes, no socks, no belt, nothing. It was really like pathetic. I nearly cried. To see you like this. Yes.
And what has the mollusk done?
And so then, look at that. When you reach the most pathetic stage, you went out. This is clearly what you have done. You went out. Professor. Oh, Professor. Oh my goodness. It's an intuition. But I've heard. Look at that. Oh, Professor. Look at it. What is this? Come on.
A cloud.
It's a cloud! Perfect! You know, and when there is a bad weather, what is going on?
It's raining.
It is raining, exactly. And what is rain? It is water as little drops that goes like up, 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 up.
Nobody knows where he's going, but he's going somewhere. Let's discover this. Professor, where are you going?
It is raining.
Yes.
All right. No, Professor, listen to this.
Yes.
Listen to this. Under the rain, there is a mollusk and a snail. Professor, what are doing the snails when it is raining? What are they doing?
They're going out of the shell.
They're going out of the shell! They're going out of the territory! Up! Like this! When it is raining! When the drops from the sky, everything! They go out! So, Professor, you did went out! And they going out when it's raining! I don't know what we can do with this, but we can do something. You understand?
Yes, it's an amazing proof, an amazing demonstration you just did. The snails are going out when it's raining.
Yes!
Yeah, now we have the proof. It's a beginning, it's something very
It is
strong.
something!
Yes, yes.
It is something, of course! Because when you are not fashionable, when you are not influenced by a current popular style, you are sad! And when you are sad, you have teardrops!
That's the link.
That's the, of course, it's from the beginning! I'm just saying this all the time!
Yeah, I'm
All
sorry,
the
I'm just
time.
out of the mollusk.
The teardrops that are here, it's linked with over here, the sadness! Of course! You see?
Yes.
So, there must be something here. There must be something that you went out because of your experience. We saw it, you know. So if the snails are going out, there is a reason. And the reason is hiding in this board.
Professor, let's take some time
To think.
What do snails do when they are sad? We know what sad is now.
Yes.
Sad is being pathetically inadequate or influenced by a current popular Einstein. This is being sad. And this has to be applied to the snails. What do they do? Do the snails, those mollusks with their shells? Professor, yes.
There is a mistake in the reasoning. Look, you went out
Yes.
of the territory,
Yes.
but you were only a mollusk.
No shell.
No shell. You were the eye going out of the mollusk. So here, the eye that is hidden in the snail is going out.
So, there is something that the snail is losing. And Professor, if the snail loses his eye,
Yes.
it becomes a snarl.
Yes. You're right.
That's all, Professor.
Now,
But
but
is it possible to be a snarl?
is it possible to be a snarl? I don't know.
No, you know, I mean, if I want to be an I need to say it. This, we proved it. I is me, it's who is saying it. It's I.
Yes.
So, did I talk when I was a mollusk?
No.
Never. Is it sure?
No, you didn't. You did lick many things. You were very friendly, very friendly.
Very friendly, but
Yes,
not
you
able.
wanted to lick my hand and lick everything.
Yeah, but not able to say anything.
Not able to say anything.
So not able to be an I. Isn't it something very deep, Professor? What if the snail was very basically unable to be an eye? Isn't it that sad?
Look at the definition of eye. What is an eye? Professor,
Yes.
look at this. This is an eye. You just throw an eye to me. The eye was 12 degrees, and then 82 corrected to 72, so fortunately it is a multiple of 12. You see? 12 times 6. Ha! And 6 is the half of 12! Bingo!
Everything relies in the numbers, Professor.
Yeah, the numbers never lie!
This 12 is there from the very beginning of our symposium. It's not random.
And look! 12, where is 6? 6 is the opposite. If you draw a line between 12 and 6, what do you have? You have an eye! Bingo! You see? So it's 6 o'clock. An eye is 6 o'clock. What do usually people do at 6 o'clock? Depends on the country. No?
It depends.
It depends on the country, but 6 o'clock something must happen. Maybe, as you said, the snake cannot talk. This is what you said.
Yes, and I confirm that an eye
Yes.
is used by a speaker to refer to himself or herself. So it's exactly what we said. It's who is saying it. That is the I. So we were right, Professor. It's exactly it. It's something that is used by a speaker. A speaker to refer to himself or herself. So a speaker. And a snail is not a speaker. We demonstrated it.
A snake is not a speaker.
A snake
what
is
a
not
big
a
discovery we made.
Write it down. This is a new theorem. We have United Nations is not in, and the snake
Yes.
is not a speaker. I'll write it down here.
Professor,
Yes.
I have an intuition.
Oh, I can.
Oh, Professor, if the snail cannot be an eye, it has been proved.
Yeah, it is not a speaker.
Okay? But we write it with an eye.
Yes.
My theory is that from the beginning we should say a snout.
Yes.
And maybe, like the first time when people talk, they say a snout. You know, let's go and eat some snout. Do you have a snail?
Yes.
No, I don't have. Oh, yes, I have. Do you like snail? No, with garlic and salt, whatever. Okay. And suddenly, somewhere in the history,
Somewhere, sometime.
sometime,
Yes.
somebody added an eye here to make a snail. So that is kind of a will to make like a false direction. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
How many eyes are there on this board? I count. There is only one in the question. One. Can you count with me?
Yes. 2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4, 5,
pathetically
6,
7, inadequate 7, 8, 9,
9,
10,
10,
10, 11,
11,
12! This is the number 12,
13.
Professor.
This
Yes.
is number 12.
I don't know if it's usable, but this is number.
This is number 12. 13. 14.
15,
I think we're getting somewhere.
16, 17, 18, United.
18.
United, Professor.
What?
United.
United. What's
So
this
20,
number?
19, 20,
21. 22. There we go. 22.
24,
24. Nearly hit it. No.
Yes.
Aha.
20,
Territory.
yeah, 25,
25.
26, into the
26.
yes,
27.
28, the one into the territory. 29, 29, the one at the beginning of the alphabet. Yes, 29.
29. 30. 31. Oh!
32.
32. 32. Ha ha! Look at that.
Yes.
They were hidden. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. Oh, now we get there.
40.
39. 40.
Here.
Yeah, 41, 42, 43, 44,
47.
47, 48, 49,
47. 44 plus 3. 47.
47.
Plus 2. 49.
49,
Plus 2. 51.
51.
52.
Oh, we nearly missed it.
Those 3. 55.
55. This big one.
Yes. Yes.
How many?
Here, so 56, 7,
57, 8.
60, 61, 62, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 68.
Yes.
60.
There we go, you
This
see?
one.
Yes, exactly.
69.
Let's be sure we don't miss anyone.
69. 60. 70.
70.
Ha
Ha ha! 70.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
74. 74. And 3 here.
Yeah.
77. 77.
77, 78, 79.
79.
This one is a bit oblique, but it's still alive.
Yes. 80. 80.
80,
80.
80,
80. Final word.
80, one time. Empty.
There are eyes in the drawn eye.
Where?
In the drawn eye, like the eye that sees.
Oh yes. Yes. Very good. Thank you.
81,
82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 7, 8,
9,
89.
and 90.
Yes. 92.
92.
Lots of eyes.
And the alphabet T.
So, how much we have?
92.
How many? 92.
92.
92. You see this?
Ah!
You see this?
Professor!
72, 82,
92.
What will be the next one? 102. Bingo.
And Professor! 102. If you remove the 0, because 0 is 0. What do you have again?
12. Of course.
You have 12, Professor. So, we don't know who did add this eye to Schnitt, but I'm sure it was in year
In year 12.
12.
Well, the Christ was 12 years old.
Yeah.
For example,
So Jesus was Professor. Who is playing with snails? Kids. When you're 12 years old, aren't you a kid?
well, when I was 12, I only played with snails.
Me too, Professor.
Of course.
When I was 12, it was my golden age of playing with snails. This means that I have the feeling that Jesus Christ might be the one that added the eye to the snail, making him being sad.
But why?
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 This is another mystery.
Why?
This is a new mystery, but
Because you know what, Professor? At the end, the Christ himself, he finished on 2 eyes.
That's a bit pathetic.
It's a bit pathetic. And you know what?
Professor, we just discovered. Do you know the portée, how big this discovery is? We are about to prove to the world that at the age of 12, Jesus Christ,
Yes.
son of Mary and Joseph, decided to add an eye to the snail. The snail, the snail,
Now,
was blind. And what was doing Jesus? Miracles. He added an eye to the snail.
now,
That's what it is.
but look at that. What you said Jesus is the son of Mary and Joseph, but no, he's the son of God. And God. Through Jesus, God gave his eye to the snow. So the snow is kind of a holy creature. But
This is
why does he go inside his spiral shell? He's the little pump.
yeah.
He
That's
could
still a
share
discovery.
it with the
Yeah.
world, but no. What do they do when they are sad? When they are sad, they go out. They go out of the territory. We saw it. You know?
Professor, maybe tonight in this symposium we will not be able to answer exactly to the question of Professor Julia. And it's not that serious because answers is not the
No,
The
of course, Professor.
But we have discovered fantastic things.
Yes.
We have discovered that first, United Nations is not in.
No.
That's very important, Professor.
Let's have a name for this discovery.
Yes.
A name where you put the I in another word. You know, when you put an I, when God puts an I in another word, it has to be named.
Yes.
It's an isolization. It's a snalization.
Or yes, something with I and
Snally effect.
Snile effect. The Snile effect.
Oh, we discovered the snally
Professor, write it down.
Yes.
Here, yes, some
Snally.
there. You have a space there. Yes. Snile effect. We discovered it. It's not exactly the answer to your question, Professor Julia, but what we discovered the Snile effect. What God Himself, through the hand of His Son Jesus Christ, did to the snail, the poor snail who was happy in the first ages. He was added an eye to him. The snail became a snail because of the process of Snell's effect. Yes!
Exactly.
And when did that happen? Year 12. Not before, not after.
Yes, Professor. It's like the Schnitt effect is coming out of a big spiral. Like this. You know.
There are still mysteries, of course, in these questions. We don't know exactly what the snails do. We know they are sad because they are uninfluenced by current popular style. We know what they are. That's also a discovery. They are those mollusks with this little pump that make them able to go into the shell and protect themselves from what? From the tears of the sadness going to them. This is what they do usually, but why exactly? That's still very mysterious to us. Professor, this shell is beautiful.
Yes!
It's really beautiful.
The Schnitt effect can be pumped inside the shell.
Yes, and
The
that's
spiral shell.
That's what is happening every time. Yes, exactly. The eye of God.
It's not far away from the center.
Professor, I
Right?
think. Yes.
But have you looked? God is not in the center.
No.
No.
God is not in the center.
Never.
The United Nations is not in.
No.
And remember also that the snail is not a speaker.
Yes.
That's also a discovery. Professor, everything that we have discovered today must be true.
Exactly. And look at that. Because the snail here, like, you know, this big shell is here. What did I discover? The snail here. It's at 6 o'clock. And what is at noon? The cloud.
Yes.
The eye. The eye.
Yeah,
Of
Professor.
sadness between all this. Because you can see clearly now.
Yeah, it's clear.
It's clear.
Now, after a few minutes of reflection
It's getting clearer and clearer.
Yeah, it's clear.
Look at that.
Professor,
Look! The eye is not going in the center either. You see?
Yeah.
How strange.
there
it
is again something to discover in the center, Professor, for sure. But I'm sorry, it won't be today. It won't be today. It's too much.
Another symposium.
Yes.
Yes. There's
All these discoveries,
Yes.
my dear fellow professors, are totally true. En tout cas,
Tant qu'on n'a pas prouvé que c'était faux, c'est peut-être vrai.
Peut-être.
As long as it hasn't been proven false,
It may be true.
maybe.